difícil. Extremo tampoco. Quiero acabarlo. No jugarlo durante meses. Estoy muriendo 20.000 veces. Hombre, sin duda. Colita me gana mucho. Esta colita también. La colita. Ligera barba. Negro. Este mismo, a ver. Siguiente fase. Importante, ¿se está streameando bien? Sí, perfecto. Armas pesadas a una mano, armas blancas a una mano y armas de fuego. Trampa elemental, armas de fuego, armas blancas a una mano. O mágico. Anillo de magia divina, estasis y arma pesada de una mano. No me interesa. Cerrador de ciencia, artesanía, vigor. Diría que técnico. Controlar el campo de batalla. A ver. Fuerza da daño. Agilidad da daño también. Armas blancas. Armas pesadas. Armaduras. Armas de fuego. Voluntad. Máximo de hechizos. Y poder mental. Vamos con agilidad y con precisión. Ah, solo puedo poner uno ahora. Siguiente punto nivel 4, vale. Y aquí. Carisma me interesa en este juego muchísimo. Intuición. Carisma. Personaje carismático.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name.
Vaya el primo, de fiesta.
I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish it.
Oh, thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Bueno, empezamos. Ahí indica los lugares. Misión principal y misión secundaria. Vamos allá. Sprintar. ¿Se ve un poco mal o...? Es cosa mía. Todo en ultra. ¿Será cosa mía? Uy, no. Lo he acercado. Ok. Al revés.
Hey! Green blood!
Cut.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Ataca 3 veces, ok. 1, 2, 3. Vale.
You defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper master of arms.
The best.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
No.
No, thanks all the same. I've quite a few tasks to check off my list before we depart.
And here you are already assuming your political functions. And in a hurry. Always too busy. Very well. If you ever want to go over your basics later, visit one of our barracks on the Isle. You'll always find a training partner to give you a friendly fight.
I'll remember that. Thanks. Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsilion are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Dios, que
Very
se
well.
metan malas letras.
I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Se ven horrible. Ahora en medio.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so
mal.
very happy to
Está
hear
mal.
your
No,
voice.
madre.
You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
¿Estás streameando bien? Sí. Pues prosigamos.
Kurt? It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Curto, añadir al equipo y para adelante. ¿Hay un mapa? Ah, hay un mapa. Vale, vamos allá.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. You think Constantine will be waiting for us next vision?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection. Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tiefredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future await. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in...
Do people actually give credence?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated pan... As you can well imagine, this vulgar trickster casts dirt in any city of the Bridge Alliance. We would have arrested him.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promise.
I thank you, Excellency. And the man operates in the city center.
Tenga cuidado.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye.
Pues aquí, luego aquí, luego aquí y luego hacia abajo la salida.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing. But it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Preguntar sobre.
Could you tell me anything about Ptolemy?
It would be a pleasure. We follow the teachings of Mateus,
Y por lo más importante,
and give thanks each day to the luminous.
El don de la magia.
The high dignitaries of Ptolemy
Que por nuestros
are at the same time.
I've
grandes
heard
magos.
say that dissensions have appeared recently.
Sí.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith, but other, more... they believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract, but their differences are purely theoretical, and do not threaten.
What's your point of view on the relations between our...
As ambassador of Ptolemy, I can only... We appreciate as well the welcome that your... Thanks to your support, the congregation is our most precious ally, that heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the...
Alianza del Puente.
How is Ptolemy faring?
We built a marvelous city. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might... Our missionaries there are a multitude. Of course, there are certain pockets, but I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able... And we have tremendous hopes that the...
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared. We fight on every front, without great success. These so-called savants not only refuse the light...
And on Tirfredi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen. The bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and which leaves us greater latitude to settle people.
Vale.
I must be going.
May the...
Pues luego cuando vuelva, le haré la historia al otro también, así rápido. Tope velocidad.
The merchant is there.
¿Se puede tocar la dificultad desde aquí? Pues se puede tocar. En extremo. Y así eso. La bajo luego.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of...
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed.
There's been a misunderstanding. In fact, I've already had a word with your master at...
They're asking that we pay again.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed... And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
This whole story sounds suspicious, and you're demanding a second payment but refuse to...
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You
Vaya.
understand now why I'm asking for your help?
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps Lord de Sade, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of... During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable. Especially as you know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lord. I shall go in...
Now that's a wise...
Thank you. I was beginning to... You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Aquí luego a la derecha.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still. This little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking
Lo borramos. Por
if
desgracia
this
aún no.
remedy can heal one from the Malachor.
Es una desgracia.
Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal.
I'm gonna take 2! There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now! There won't be enough for everyone.
Siento que lo gancho, ¿no?
He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well...
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might...
Are there any nasty side effects?
There are none. You will feel...
Will you drink one of your potions to prove you're good?
Of course. But, as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But, if it helps... There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your...
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. In your case, it is not skepticism.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
La parte de atrás se llega por aquí. Los primeros una forma de dejar algo de los autonomas de alquimistas son de un gran experto. Antídoto del charlatán. La violencia que requiere competición en el país agrícola nos pide explícitamente que no limpiamos tantas estancias. Costumbres los juegos, así que déjalo. Se puede decir la gente siempre tiene razón. Oigo. ¡Qué hostiazo! Dale, escurre.
Things are about to get dicey. You broke your armor. Be careful. Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
En el fondo hay un cofrecito. He hecho algo de la posada, que la posada es... taberna. Aquí.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you.
Preguntar sobre... nada.
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Tiempo de carga mínimo.
Have you finally made up your...
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it.
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back.
How is business going?
It's picking up. The Malicor and the neighbor. The epidemic still rages. But the possibility of... now that we have a city there, quite a few...
Has the Malicor really put a damper on your...
More than a damper. They were soaked. People stopped going out of their homes. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you people are still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or... oh, but that's nothing new to you. the city would have sunk in the water.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some
Right. Even say that man trees live there. Treasure abounds under every rock. Last night, some naughts even told me they... Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink...
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Se te pega atrás de las puertas. Buh.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is
I'm neither deaf nor blind.
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an...
That doesn't surprise me. I understand if you don't believe me after all that. But I haven't. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
¿Por qué parpadean?
Why does Sahin bear you such hate?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds at the Academy. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners to find a remedy to the Malachor they won't hesitate to kill.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's... Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them.
¿Por qué no
I
te la
assure
tomas?
you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce...
So...
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must...
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get...
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the...
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to...
It would be better if I remained hidden.
Llave del almacén. Puedes ir por atrás, ¿no?
The servant's door. The lock's double bolted.
I don't have the key.
Oh, tengo esta.
The key to the tavern.
Let's go and find the alchemist. We need to get him out of here as fast as we can.
Pum, sin pelear. No, voy a ir full a hablar y rogue. ¿Qué mediciones de problemas? Se aplicaron ahí soluciones solucionables. Y nada que podemos hacer el resto es intentar pasar de sorteos. Vale, hecho bien soltarlo.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
Yes. I need to get you out of... I've unlocked the service entrance. You will be able to sneak out of there...
Without being skinned alive by the...
You need to remain prudent.
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into any unhappy patients.
¿Por aquí? La puerta, entiendo. Ah, vale.
Angry customers. And we have no choice but to go this way? Holy leaders, they've seen me. Help me. Protect me.
Vaya, me he muerto.
Angry customers. And we have no choice but to go this way?
My help! Death to the others!
Estoy muerto.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Careful, Greenblood! You're wounded!
Puedo ir por aquí, pero pasar por la taberna, así que mejor por el otro lado. Pega muchísimo. Inventario. Fui por otro, cosa de fluir. Daño armadura. Hace un poquito más de daño, pero ya. Aquí están las habilidades. Armas blancas de una mano tú. Por aquí. Y un rifle por aquí. Y trampas. Tengo estos tres, pues tendré que subir por esto de aquí. Vale. Dos talentos. Equipo. Trampa de veneno. Alcance, ok. Personaje. Las relaciones, los stats, defensa, ataque, maná. Ok. ¿Y puedo guardar aquí antes de que me muera? Sí.
More angry customers. I should have stayed. I was safe.
Careful, Greenblood! You're wounded!
Au. Bueno, bien hecho guardar. Voy a bajar la dificultad porque esto es... va a ser agobiante. No, si me estoy dando mucha muchedumbre, no tocaría ahora.
More angry customers.
To my health! Death to the others! Careful, Greenblood! You're wounded! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Oh. Cuando muera yo, la partida ya se rinde, ok. sigilo en este juego.
More angry customers. I should have stayed at the tavern. I was safe. Where are you headed? Don't abandon me. They're going to take me. We need to find my cart. To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? But why are we going this way? You want me dead? Is that it? My cart, finally. I owe you my life. How can I ever thank you?
Just do us the favor of never coming back. And stop this deceitful commerce.
Have no worries about that. I'm not going to forget this lesson anytime soon.
Move along now. Get out of here while there's still time.
Would you accept this as a token of my gratitude? Farewell, my lord.
80 con ese bro. No. Hay un tope. Bueno. Para cuando no te ves que caminar está bien.
You'll find all you... Welcome! It's such a pleasure to... Have you seen anything...
Armas blancas, dos más hace falta, ok. Armas de fuego. Todavía. No tengo arma de fuego equipada. El de combate era más necesario lo que recordaba. Oh, los cambios de tono.
Sir Desade, I presume. Captain, you set sail soon.
Yes, we will find...
Excellent news. I'm afraid
Blast me, I'm a captain, not
the
a...
commander was quite...
Very well.
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier, but the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and...
I would never...
Ah, but you don't...
Well, now, if he finds... But this cargo...
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost...
Bueno, la corrupción está al orden del día.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship. Not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report? I would like to set sail with a clear...
When did you see your cabin?
It's been 2 days since it wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have... But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor...
Does the boy know anyone?
Other than fellow North? I don't think so.
Does the boy know anyone?
Other than fellow Nords? I don't...
This Jonas.
In tradition, we are all members of the same family.
Might I have a word with...
As you wish. You'll find them...
You haven't heard anything about my... To be honest, we were hoping...
Did you say he was intending... My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern.
That isn't the safest place in the city.
Let's go and find him.
Happy to be of some...
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise.
Impossible. All merchandise must be registered at the... So, unless you're asking me...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only...
Well then, they'll have to wait.
The hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today...
Captain, I understand your position.
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you. My quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tirfredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship.
Sorry, Kurt.
The commander is gonna have my head.
In that case, we're going to have to dock to the manifest. Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking.
Take a look around. There are far too many. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I paid. That said, we did catch a smuggler in the port jails. May I ask you, why this?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Teleme...
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my... Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from... They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouse. We, of course, refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential... But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice.
Be back soon,
que me
Captain.
cuele.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Por aquí. Puedo hacer todas estas secundarias sin ningún modo.
The hiding place of this smuggler is filthy. But perhaps... We'll discover some useful information.
Good day. Someone...
That's right, yeah.
Yes. Your
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously.
When did you last see...
2 days ago, in the evening.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary?
Maybe a tad troubled.
Why would that be?
Why? I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't. When evening comes, we usually go down the tavern.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. Wonder...
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one.
Do you think he could have made him...
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good...
I don't know where to start with this.
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, the itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard... I called back to him, as you get.
What do you think about Captain Vass?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going.
Vale. A la derecha había algo más.
Good day, sailor. I've been told...
You're talking about Jonas, but like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds.
Were you a witness to...
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tongues the other day in the tavern, I saw him talking. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just...
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry, and the captain... No, not...
Did Jonas seem troubled to you?
Maybe.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No.
No idea.
No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch...
How would I know? You'd think my...
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get around. Did anyone else see the...
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know.
What do you think about Captain...
He's a just man who knows his knots. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for lass now and again.
Thank you, Lara.
Strange story, this is.
Trabajador y serio.
Something
Okay.
isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Hacer ambas secundarias y luego ir a reportar a ambos embajadores y ya está. Más práctico. La corrupción fabricación de objetos anteriores son los números posibles para cumplir sus objetivos. Para mejorar en dichos ámbitos, invierte puntos en el balance frente que lleva. El combate también son opciones válidas cuando los adversarios muestran receptivos a sus talentos. Okay.
Tavern keeper. I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine.
There was indeed a party here last.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern...
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes, quite the talker?
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me.
What kind of damage?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood.
Let me take a look.
If you can fix it, I'll be a...
That's not a small sum.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his son his...
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been...
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. I would have noticed.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler.
I see. An able-bodied man.
Where might I find him?
Here. He wouldn't... Anything else?
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Who are you? I don't reckon...
No. Have no... I'm looking for a Naut that a young cabin boy.
Yes, that does ring.
What can you tell me about the boy?
He seemed rather nervous.
And he must have been right to be nervous. If...
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in. The kind of man you can round up for a few coins. They exchanged words with the cabin boy.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab... I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A Jill?
No, sir. You are in luck. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal.
Thank you.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from hope?
Una ciencia por integrar pociones y trampas. En este punto son talentos deseados utilizar ciertas piezas de una bonificación que apunta a tantas porque las fórmulas son las almas y los ingredientes que pueden comprar. Vale. Dinero. Son disfraces. Bebida adulterada. Diseño, tacos mecánicos. Necesito artesanía 1. O sea, esto igual puedo dejarlo más adelante hasta tener artesanía 1. O ciencia 1. ¿No que no me venderá alguno de los objetos de misión? Por casualidad. Botella de brandy, poción de sueño y tacos metálicos. Mira. Comprar todo, que seguro que es útil para algo. Para arriba a la silla.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Vale, ¿y dónde está el
Well then, will you...
Yes.
That does indeed look like fun.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find...
Your cousin is either a very bad joker, dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they own.
What kind of business?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profits. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin...
Thank you for the information.
Get off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got. Anything else?
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
¿Y dónde está el primo? Voy con este primero. Pum, tiene el suelo borracho. Plaza de los príncipes, por aquí. Encontrar y enfrentar a los secuestradores.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the enter, please.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you. And to what do I owe the honor?
I would like to have a word.
He is not here. But perhaps...
It concerns a delicate matter. According to witnesses, he had an...
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come... He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure...
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these...
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led...
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him.
Yeah.
A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they...
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of this horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word.
You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must, until the Naughts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from...
This pact? It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Naughts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
La siguiente. ¿Qué me tienes?
Might I help you, sir?
I need to be going.
Voy ahora por... A por los pavos estos. Ah, los herejes. Herejes. Vamos a capturar herejes por la Inquisición. Vamos a poner contra todos los notas.
So, you still haven't found your cousin? As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract?
In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was original. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen, and ever since, he's been a naught. Our ships are his...
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naught?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side.
Don't worry.
Well, I certainly hope.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. She told me a strange story about... She said that he was taken when he was a child.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed with...
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin... But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Pero entre otros
Lady
contratos.
Fontaine didn't seem to have it.
Los guardias también pueden intentar hacer. Son exigibles con algunos guardias. Pues.
Any knowledge of that detail? That could be of use to us.
Un disfrazado. Por aquí tranquilamente. Vamos a guardar, que hace mucho que no guardamos.
Hello? What can I do for you?
With a relay.
Finally! The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get. Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did this...
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison. but reveal to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Please, please, have pity. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than...
In that case, why is the ambassador of Telane? Why is the Inquisition looking for...
Our only error was wanting to...
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that...
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so... The disciple of Saint Mateus? The one who returned to Teleme after traveling with his master?
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Mateus.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Mateus and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Mateus to stay there.
Whoa.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what I...
Who were you hoping would give you...
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition...
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text.
It served no purpose.
I see. Well, you have no other choice.
I beg of you, please do not deliver.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, if he can be persuaded to offer you asylum.
Your goodness honors you.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from... Stay here.
Encontrar a Constantine, no.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to...
The way is clear. It's time to...
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it.
Don't you be worrying now.
The warehouse is at the end, to the right.
Move out, quick.
Tengo que alterar el registro del barco. A ver. Tres últimos aves son los míos.
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Mira, los bugs que tiene este juego es...
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
¿Y por qué no lo añades? Ahora. hablar con un prisionero aquí, me suena.
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but I never thought I'd see someone go to all this trouble to break into a prison. Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen. Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Ostras, tengo que haberlos dormido primero. Ok.
It's blocked.
Ok. Sin comentarios, ok. Grupo. ¿Se jugará esto mejor con mando? Madre mía, por favor. Vale. Bien. Ya empezar con ratón y teclado.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite...
If you would be so courteous, I would like...
Come on now, stop lying. Joan...
That is not true.
Enough! With every word you...
Prison? But
kidnapping. Whether Jonas is your son or not, he is a naught that you kidnapped and locked up. In the eyes of the prince, you have committed a crime that puts the interests of the congregation at great risk.
I beg of you, Your Excellency. Have mercy on a poor mother who is looking only to... We didn't kidnap our own son. And if you need to speak, he's in our warehouse, near the Coin Guard Plaza. I am certain that once you have heard his account, you will...
I regret threatening that woman.
You didn't have a choice. She was lying, and we need to find that boy.
¿Dónde es? Aquí, aquí. Aquí. Voy a aprovecharlas con el embajador. Tac, tac, tac.
Your Excellency.
Lord.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barrack.
Finally.
Let's just say I put an end to his activity. Matters turned out a little more... Why should I deliver him to you? You deliberately hid the...
What?
And you to a legate of the congregation of merchants that you treat like an imbecile. This man is indeed an alchemist at the bridge, and he told me much about your disagreement of opinion.
And of course you sided with him.
Certainly not. I have no part to play in your quarrels. I just chased him from our city. Now, if you're still intent on placing him in irons, you need to capture him on your...
How embarrassing. Please accept my excuses. And this
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye.
Nivel.
Your Excellency.
Lord.
I would like to talk to you about a rather...
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery, and it seems that this is not to the liking of the...
These sinister hypocrites are going to want...
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people...
We are willing.
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to...
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately.
I need to be going.
Goodbye.
We owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful.
It was nothing. I hope you will...
If you would allow me, I would like to give...
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning hut.
It would seem that I'm not the only one.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
So Desade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? You've taken your son against his will and have him locked up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
If I hadn't taken him back, he would have been hauled off on one of the cursed ships.
If that's what he wants, then why would you want to stop him?
For his mother. She misses him so. But in the end, you may be right. My boy has changed. He hasn't spoken a word to me since we've been in this precarious predicament.
Precaria.
Very well.
Secuestro.
Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
En verdad, ya sabes, puedes entrar aquí aleatoriamente y ya está, ¿no? Vale, solo parece un poco tonto.
Locked.
No mete su nombre.
My name is de Sardet. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my...
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. They find me, capture me, and lock my family as the Naughts. I am sorry for my...
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to...
Ok. ¿Qué hay aquí? ¿Se es para saquear? No, una salida. Para colarte. Si saltas a coger la misión y tú vas directamente aquí. Hacer un buen skip.
If you had any idea who I am... Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked
up. Arriba, no
And
abajo.
I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Desaparece y... aparece de vuelta.
It's not possible just now. It's blocked.
Pues bueno, ahí, y...
With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. Oh, he's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
No puedo matarlo.
Where do you think you'll go?
I'm looking for my cousin, and it appears...
How do you know?
His voice is one of a kind, gentlemen. I order you to free...
I order, is that right? You know, if you think all you need to do is come here and give us...
Looks like we'll need to sharpen our...
I'm afraid so.
To my help! And death to the others! To my help! And death to the others! To my help!
Hola, hola, los 4 veces pegando ahí. Carro último guardando. Uff, los guardados. V. Bueno, vale.
With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate Rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
Combate evitado. Porque parecía bastante difícil, más que no. A ver, estaba arriba.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I wondered if you ever felt...
I always do.
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years.
And I valued your friendship. And to be honest, you and Constance... Anything else?
I must leave you.
Le acabo de pedir tema. Escaleras.
Locked. Locked.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress!
Constantine, it's me!
My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
Well, I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently.
Buena experiencia, así que...
We have a ship to board.
You've always been a reasonable soul. Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Kurt.
It is your highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow.
Ni ejecución sigilosa, por casual ni nada, ¿no?
To my help! And death to the others!
Lo he hecho fatal. Fatal lo he hecho. Tabular barra espacio. Modo táctico. Ok.
You only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of his...
Ooh.
Silently. We have a ship to board. Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Good.
Nada, la he hecho yo dos. La aliada no hace prácticamente nada. Distrae. Y daño el mínimo. Tocar con este y ya hemos acabado. También si ya se defiende eso.
I can't hold on much longer. Move away. Things are about to get...
Qué desastre. Vamos a hacer la pelea por otra vez.
You only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of...
No tengo ni equipado.
Here silently. We have a ship to board. Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Good.
It is your highness's decision to... Whatever it is, I shall follow. To my health! And...
Vale, otro menos.
Green blood! I can't hold on much longer!
Ahora. Las ramas de fuego están ok. Podría hacer una vuelta así más centrada en ellos. Haría falta 20.000 de munición. Pero bueno. Vamos a ver. Y derecha. No me he quedado. Es muy pronto. Voy para acá. Que no me rayase de camino yo.
Good day, Excellency. It pains me to inform you that the
Curse
them! Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle...
The bridge. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to... We have nothing else to do but...
Vale.
I must be going.
Pum, otro nivel. ¿Ha sido algo que tenga que efectivamente inflige más daño? Vamos con armas blancas primero. Quiero desbloquear armas a 2 manos. Aquí. Quiero desbloquear armas a 2 manos. Bombas, nada. Y aquí irá. Pillar estas 3 ramas, supongo. Eso que más me va. 2 niveles más para sacar armas a 2 blancos. Luego ya subir hasta aquí y desbloquear el rifle. Y luego armas ungidas, que también darán buffos buenos. De aquí no he ganado nada y de aquí tampoco. Esas más mejor. No encontramos pistolas. Más botín. No. La resistencia elemental. Bueno. Esto es mejor sin duda. Aquí a vender todo y ver si puedo comprar algo. Oh, voy a conseguir la ropa. Qué pereza. No me da cuenta. Vamos para allá atrás. Ese cajón es el de la pelea. Pero no sé si acabo de comprarlo en nada. Pido artesanía, supongo que iré artesanía en vez de vender. Por el disfraz tengo que conservarlo. Comprar que hay bandolero antiguo. Furia hace mucho más daño pero menos penetración. Cedote, florete de viejo. Cario de vicario. Y con pedernal. Vamos a tope. Carisma. Fuerza de cerraduras no quiero, porque a medida ya me las puedes encontrar. No tenga carisma, me subiré artesanía. Como lo he abierto por el otro lado. Que esta está cerrada ahora. Por aquí. Están aquí, sí, vale. ¿Es porque he visto este cofre? Munición. A mí este juego tiene más bugs que... Pues te vas a quedar sin ropa, me parece a mí.
It's not possible just now.
Espera, si te van a llevar los criminales, eso no es la prisión de Constantino. Oh, mía. Ese momento de...
It's not possible just now.
cerebro activándose. No. Me gusta ese sistema de puertas. Bueno, puede ser aquí. ¿Dónde está la ropa de Constantine? ¿Que la han quemado ya o qué? Sí o sí tiene que estar aquí, ok. Zona de búsqueda. Espero que no sea un bug que estuviera aquí y que he abierto esto de aquí ya. Ok, pues nada. Constante, no te mereces tanto después de fiesta borracho. Fin. Y ya está. Nos vamos, fin del prólogo.
Sir? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness.
Are you ready?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think your actions bring you honor.
Permiso para
Permission
volar,
to
ya
board the
estamos.
ship.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. Do you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into it?
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect.
I am so eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
Vamos, hay una plaza enorme.
The beast is awoken! Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Este se la toma.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Cut! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Claro. ¿Y qué me mantiene salvo? Es donde está el último guardado. Mira, lo tienes ahí, no, es el autoguardado, por favor. Vale. Igualmente juego. Un poquito menos de brillo.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will...
Vale, sí que se pueden bloquear. Me tiro al suelo, pero... Sin armadura. Se lo ha matado. Wow. Ok. Me voy a costar un par de intentos. ¿Puedo poner trampas y eso? ¿Qué tengo por ahí en el inventario? No es un boss, toca. Vaya. No. Bueno, vale, se puede relativamente fácil. Con las trampas y eso, lo haces polvo.
I am so eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need...
Me raya yo un poco ahí. Hay trampa. No sé por qué me arden las manos, pero... Poción de salud. Ataques de furia hacen muchísimo daño. Es un animal. No es nada más que un animal.
How do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Atributos entonces utilizados. En el juego estoy de botón prestado de memoria. Vale. Pues subir de nivel en todo caso. Pum, el siguiente ya son armas a dos manos. Y luego full pistolas. Vale, nada. Y atributos, ha desbloqueado un atributo. Furia. Para aturdir y fuerza. Armas blancas. Fuera de los hechizos, nada. Uno más en agilidad. Luego otro en puntería. Y talentos lo he mandado. Pero tengo que poner una artesanía, supongo. Armas y armaduras básicas. Esto es para mejorarlo. También es interesante. Regeneración fuera de combate. Proficiencia. Bueno, sigamos. Acabamos el prólogo. Cuando lleguemos a la isla, guardamos y se acaba por ahí.
Gentlemen, your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
And this journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Stations, lads! Weigh anchor and ready her to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
Este juego para haciendo. Llevo todo este tiempo. Espero que no. Creo que llevo todo este rato streameando en Catán 0. Ok. Dios, 3 meses en barco para llegar. Vaya locura de viaje. La caída de la avaricia.
What a charming welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nauts. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
No, not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are! To your health. Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service for a while.
Arco, biología, tripulación, agilidad, precisión y constitución. Arranque de dinamón y pistola. Bastante inicio de combate, resistente a ataque especial, ataque especial. Facción de notas. Modificación de amistad e intuición. Y este me dará artesanía. Fuerza y constitución a saco. Esto sirve cada 6 niveles. Nocita. Te pone cuando sube. Tal no está. Vale. Y el equipo, confirmar equipo y salir. Pum, ya está. Bueno, pues vamos a dejarlo por aquí. Hemos llegado ya a la isla. Y tocará ya empezar a explorar a tope.